You know, an interesting place to go is a bookstore or a library like this. Within these four walls are stories that can just about do anything, you know, from teach you a new skill to take you through history to empires, kings, or battles of long ago. And if you really want to, a book can transport you to another world where anything is possible. Dragons, knights, magic, good versus evil, it's all there. See, books allow our imagination to put us in the story, to actually be a part of what's being said. But there is a catch when it comes to a book. For the magic to work in these stories, you actually have to open it up and read. If it's just going to sit on your shelf collecting dust, then what good is it? You know, there's another book that I'm quite fond of that had these amazing stories in it. You know, there's a story about a man who builds an ark to survive a flood. There's one about a young man with superhuman strength who can take down armies at one time. And it was all because he had long hair. There's even a story about a man who was commanded to lead a people across the desert out of Egypt into the promised land. And of course, the greatest story ever told about a man who loved everybody, ministered to thousands, performed all these miracles. He was even died. He rose again, showing that death had no hold on mankind anymore, that he had conquered it. And in fact, that story is why we get ready to celebrate Easter this week. And you know the amazing thing about all these stories in this book? They're all true. The book I'm referring to is the Bible. It's a collection of stories by God-inspired authors who wanted to write down the tales and the history of God, of Jesus, and of a people. But what good does it do us if we don't take the time to open it up, read it, and learn from it? You know, the Bible is one of the most sold books every year, but it's also one of the least read. We'll buy it and give it as gifts for Easter, for Christmas, for birthdays, for confirmations. We'll even buy it for ourselves and place them on a coffee table so when people come over, they'll see that we have a Bible in the house so they can get an opinion of us. But what good is it to own something if we're never going to use it? So let me ask you something this week as we get ready to head into this Holy Week and get ready to celebrate Easter. Have you taken the time to open up this book and read the stories in it? Or does it just sit on your shelf collecting dust? I'll see you next week.